The county told my brother it would take 120 months to get his money back. I told him to make one more move. My brother handed the county a check for $5,674.29 that Chase had already paid 3 weeks earlier. He called me from the parking lot of the tax office, voice tight, explaining what he had just figured out staring at his escrow statement on his phone. He had forgotten the mortgage included escrow. So he wrote a personal check, walked it inside, handed it to the woman at the counter, and watched her process it without a single word of warning. 2 payments, same tax bill, same year, and now $5,674.29 of his own money was sitting inside a government system with no reason to give it back quickly. I told him to go back inside before he drove away. He went back and asked the woman at the counter what happens when a property tax bill gets paid twice. She typed something, looked at her screen, and told him a refund would be issued automatically. Standard process, 8 to 12 weeks. He called me back and said 8 to 12 weeks. I told him to ask for a supervisor. The supervisor was a man named Gerald, who carried the specific energy of someone asked to solve problems he considered beneath him for 20 consecutive years. Gerald confirmed the timeline, repeated the 8 to 12 weeks, and added there was nothing anyone in that office could do to speed it up because refunds processed in batches and the next batch did not run for 6 weeks. My brother thanked him and called me. His voice had gone flat the way it does when he is trying not to panic. I told him to call Chase first before anything else. Chase put him on hold for 11 minutes, connected him to escrow, confirmed Chase had already paid the county, confirmed his personal check had also posted, and then told him Chase could not issue any refund because the money had left escrow and the county held it. The duplicate payment was personal funds. The county had to return it. He was back where he started. I drove over that evening and sat at his kitchen table, going through everything. Receipt from the county, escrow statement from Chase, mortgage documents, bank statement showing the personal check cleared, everything documented, dated, organized. Then I found something Gerald had not mentioned. A formal duplicate payment refund request process, entirely separate from the automatic batch system. A written request with supporting documentation could be reviewed and approved outside the standard timeline at the assessor's discretion. Gerald had known this. Gerald had said nothing. My brother submitted the request the next morning with every document attached, addressed directly to the county tax assessor, sent certified mail, tracking number saved. 4 days later, nobody had called. He called the assessor's office and asked about his submitted request. The woman said she could not locate it under his name or property address. He read her the tracking number. She put him on hold, came back, and said it had been received but not yet logged, and logging could take up to 10 business days. I told him to file a complaint with the state comptroller's office the same day, not as a threat, a parallel track, because government offices move faster when another government office is watching. He filed it online in 12 minutes, uploaded every document, described the duplicate payment, the amount, the timeline, and Gerald's omission specifically by name. 48 hours later, the county tax assessor called him directly, not the front desk, the assessor herself. She confirmed the duplicate payment, confirmed the refund approval outside the batch cycle, and told him a check for $5,674.29 would be issued within 5 business days. He called me the second she hung up. I asked what he thought changed everything. He said the comptroller complaint. I told him it was Gerald. Gerald had 3 prior documented complaints from property owners given incomplete information about refund options. The assessor had been waiting for cause. My brother's complaint gave her one. Gerald was quietly moved to a back office position 2 weeks later, which we only found out because my brother ran into a county clerk at the grocery store who connected the dots without realizing she was doing it. The check arrived on the 4th business day. My brother called to tell me it cleared and asked if I had learned anything from this. I told him yes, that Gerald existed in every office, behind every counter, in every building where someone got to decide how much information you deserved. And the only thing that moved Gerald was documentation, a paper trail longer than his patience, and one more phone call than he ever expected you to make. My brother said that was a lot of words for $5,000. I told him it was $5,674.29. Get it right.